Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Doc Bobley, and you're watching Open. Hey, our next guest is an art teacher from Yucca Arts, and he joins us today to talk about the services that his organization has to offer and to highlight their collaborative work with the Mott Haven Fridge. Please welcome to the show, Aneudys Santana. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And people calling in, they want information to a lot of different things, but
right
tell us about,
right when you started.
tell us about your organization.
So Yucca Arts is a nonprofit community-based organization. The difference is we don't rely necessarily on getting like professional companies to host mentors or host so-and-so. They specifically William likes to reach out to people in the community that, we can connect with the young students. It's not the same when it's someone, let's say, oh, we're gonna get someone from Chanel to represent the fashion aspect.
Yeah.
Whereas it's better to get someone from the community that we can talk to face to face. And it's like, for me, I would say it's almost like when I meet the students, it's like we're friends. Since we're very close in the age range and we live in the same community, we have a lot to talk about, a lot to care about. So they feel comfortable enough to express themselves, and it doesn't feel like a school environment. It feels like, friends hanging out. And our main focus is to not only let them express themselves creatively, but also, how would you say it? It's like instill confidence in them, because sometimes they come in a little shy, like they don't know if they want to do art or they feel a certain way in school. Whereas when they come to Yucca, those like locks are removed and they get to express themselves, and we push them as much as we can while making them feel comfortable.
That's great. We love Yucca around here. Yucca art, you can get artistic with it too. Now, wait a minute. How did you guys come up with the name, and what does it stand for?
William actually hasn't discussed how he came up with the name. I think it was just a moment, like a spur of the moment thing. After a couple of years of him wanting to experiment with coming up with like ideas of where he should go with the, because you start something and you don't necessarily know the name until like the very end.
Yeah. What does it stand for?
It stands for Young Urban Christian and Artists. However, although it said Christians, we don't necessarily restrict it. It's not like a religious thing. It's more
it's open to all.
It's open to all. We don't discriminate religion or anything.
Yeah. How has COVID affected the work that you guys are doing with Yucca?
I feel with COVID, I can explain a little bit of how it was before and now with COVID. Before, we would meet with the students in the studio, and wherever they were free, we would talk to them. We would come up with the artworks. We would have them screen print. We would have them do a bunch of activities. But now through Zoom, we had to dial back on a lot of what we offer and restrict the ones that, for example, you can't screen print over Zoom. So anything that can be done, like I can teach you how to draw through Zoom, but I can't necessarily teach you how to screen print. So we tried our best to work around the situation. Just, we don't want to destroy the program for the students. We want them to make it feel like, hey, we can still come to the studio, but we also have Zoom meetings for every other thing, so they don't feel overwhelmed necessarily. Yeah.
Well, this is it. Like everybody's Zooming like crazy. Are you tired of it yet? There's still a way to communicate, and this is what we have to do. To stay apart so that we can come together later on.
Of course.
Yeah.
I feel like Zoom sometimes. At first, it was a little shaky just because it's honestly, I didn't even know Zoom existed until my school was all of a sudden like, hey guys, since we can't have class, we're going to do Zoom. But I feel like it's just usually that first session that's you have to like break the ice with them and kind of get used to each other, seeing each other on the screen. But after that, it just becomes like a normal conversation but through a screen.
Yeah, right. So do you have anything coming up that we can look forward to?
Yes, right now we're in the middle of starting, like literally today, we're working on sketches for the mural project coming up in Mott Haven. It's going to complement what's already been done at the Mott Haven Fridge. It's going to be a pantry and a little shack that hosts the fridge. And right now we're collaborating with the students coming up with the ideas. And then we're going to go ahead and paint that very soon. We're thinking about November 14th probably, but the weather can change, and so right now that's what we're focused on, and they're like really excited. I was talking to them on Tuesday, and they were like, Oh my God, like jittery.
But you know what? Keep our producers abreast of what's going on. Maybe we can come out there and with a camera or something like that and capture it. Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't rain. That's like the main thing. We're like, please don't rain.
Oh yeah, don't bring it. Don't bring it. It should be fine.
Yes,
It may snow, but let's not. No, I'm only kidding. Don't bring any of that stuff.
Yeah, let's just.
But rain or
sunshine.
shine or snow, right? We got to get it done.
Yeah, we got to get it done because it's
If
about
it's too
the
bad, then
community.
we'll just change the date maybe to the following day. Just have a rain date or something like that.
Yeah,
Don't
of
worry
course,
about
of course.
it. But,
Yeah.
yeah. So where can people contact you to get more involved in what you're doing, or can they get involved in the program?
Yeah. So if anyone is interested in working with us in the Yucca program, you can head directly to yuccaarts.org. There's all the information you need, and when you scroll down and register, we'll directly contact you, and we'll fill you in, so you're not just like registering randomly. And Yucca Arts also has an Instagram, same name, and there we post pictures and we share, so you can get more visual and keep up to date with what we offer and what we're doing. Especially if as soon as COVID ends, we're going to open up again our doors so we can host everyone again.
Can't wait. Let's go. Let's bring it. Aneudys, you want to give a shout out to some of the people who you work with? I know you mentioned another person a little while ago, and some of the crew that's helping make it happen.
Yes, of course. So a big shout out to William. Of course, he started the company, and he's just an amazing person. I'm glad he's even thought of me to represent Yucca, first of all. And also a big shout out to my co-mentors, Aliyah and Nancy. I hope you guys are watching.
Oh, they're gonna give you a big hug, a big virtual hug now.
Yes. I can't wait to meet them in person again. And also a big shout out to the students. I know sometimes they're a little shy, but we love them the same. Jari, Sari, we see you, we hear you. And yeah, shout out to Jesus.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Well, thank you. You're representing well. They've chosen a great person to go on and do these Zooms. It's like you're on TV live.
Oh, don't tell. I'm just gonna pretend we're just here.
It didn't make you nervous or anything, right? You've been on TV before. It's okay.
Only just a few minutes before the meeting, but I knew that because this is coming from a place of love, that as soon as the camera started rolling, that it was not really a big deal. That it's just, I just want to share what has been brought up to me. Yeah,
and that's great. You've done a fantastic job. We praise you. We thank you. God bless you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Aneudys Santana, Yucca Arts. Thank you for all that you're doing and what your organization is doing in our community. We praise you and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We've got more coming up next on Open.